Hi, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics TV. This topic is hot, and we've been following this. So if you've watched the last two videos from the time that this man, Jay Prince, went and did his interview with Gilly the Kid and Wallow on $1 million worth of game, to the time that Offset responded to what was said on $1 million worth of game, to the time that Jay Prince came back and said what he said after, and now Cardi B has entered the chat. If y'all don't know it, Cardi B don't play about her husband. Alright, so we're going to get into all that. I told y'all before, there's a lot of bread. There's a lot of money on the table. Jay Prince got a whole lot of money. Offset and Cardi B got a whole lot of money. And when people got a lot of money and they decide to go to war, it could get real ugly. That means there's a lot of soldiers on the ground that's willing to get it in on behalf of. We hope that it doesn't get that far. So on the latest chronicles of Jay Prince said, and Offset responds, and now Cardi B enters the chat. See, on this episode, Jay Prince comes out, and Jay Prince said, because when Offset replied, Offset said, "I don't know these niggas from a can of paint." Now Jay Prince's second response after being on $1 million worth of game, Jay Prince said, "Let me refresh your memory, little nigga." And he called him a snake. And he went on to say that Quavo has been letting you live. You know, that's like trying to stir up shit within the family, even though I heard that they was fighting at the Grammys, but whatever. Quavo been letting you live, but when you fuck with me, there's consequences. And I'm going to give you what you asking for. You know, Jay Prince came out with all that talk. Let me refresh your memory. He claims that Offset got his ass beat in Atlanta and had to reach out to him personally to have him squash beef over there. He claims that Cardi B had issues out in California and had to reach out to him, and he had to go meet up with them personally at some other location to solve some other issue, some other smoke, some other beef on their behalf. So what picture Jay Prince was painting is that he has rescued Offset and Cardi B multiple times. See, he fucked around and called Cardi B's name, and Cardi B entered the chat. Not only did Cardi B enter the chat, but Wack 100 entered the chat to back up what Cardi B was saying, right? That part where Jay Prince said, now I said it before. I said, I don't see Jay Prince as the kind of person that would just go fabricating and making up stories. But who knows? Somebody is lying in this equation, because a man can't just say, you reached out to me to squash beef, and then the other party is saying, reached out to you. I don't even know you like that. What are you talking about? Is Jay Prince getting old and forgetting stuff? Maybe so many people reached out to him, he thought that one of them was Offset, or is Offset them just lying and denying? It sounds weird, doesn't it? Alright, so off the latest, Wack 100 jumps in, and Wack 100 basically has no respect for Jay Prince. First of all, Wack just gives it to him all kinds of ways. Now pause. Wack is like, man, he a teller. He up there telling all kinds of shit. He's a rat, because shit that's not known to the feds, you up here speaking it out on social media. If there's beef and if there's smoke, handle that beef and that smoke how we handle beef and smoke, but don't be up here telling everything on social media. You speaking to the feds, right? All right, so a lot of people now looking at Jay Prince like, man, you got all this clout, all this pull, all this power. Why didn't you reach out to Offset them and settle this shit behind the scenes? Why you running to social media for it? I said it in the last video. When some people plan on hurting you, they'll put a case out there first, right? As if you the one that's causing trouble. So when there is smoke later and you do get hurt, there'll be a paper trail that said, hey, it's like somebody saying filing a restraining order against you and then trailing you and shooting you and saying, oh, he was trailing me. And I do have an open restraining order on this person down at precinct 119. You get what I'm saying? Okay, it's a strategy, man, that's been used over time. Now, anyways, this time around, after Jay Prince said he had to rescue Offset how many times after he got his ass beat and all this other stuff, and you fuck with me, there's consequences, and I'm going to give you what you asking for, Offset puts out on Twitter, says, street nigga turn police. But he didn't use the word police. He just put a cop emoji in the middle. Street nigga turn cop emoji in the middle. Never needed you for no smoke. You the police. All mouth with no proof. Just fairy tales. Let this be the last time we speak on this. Enough said. God damn, that was stern, right? That kind of tells me, listen, Offset ain't backing down, and he definitely is not afraid of Jay Prince. Believe it or not, some people are afraid of Jay Prince. There was a time gone by when Jay Prince was the boogeyman out here. When you heard his name, people used to shiver and quiver, okay? The man had a lot of power, had a lot of pull, and was known in the streets as one of those. It seems like that time has gone by. Or maybe it's because he is now dealing with somebody who got a whole lot of fame and a whole lot of money. And of course, is well connected out here in these streets as well. I'm talking about Offset. He also accused Offset of flagging, of perpetrating behind that flag that he carrying. Now, perpetrating behind that flag that he carrying, I now understand that to be the blood flag. We talking about Bloods and Crips, right? Okay, so this is where Wack 100 comes in. Apparently, I think Cardi B them had some smoke out in California, right? And she called Wack 100, who is a Crip, to handle Big OG, to handle that for her, put things in perspective. Here goes Wack 100 though, out here telling social media that Cardi B is a damu. Everybody knows what a damu is. So if there's ever any doubt that Cardi B is gangstered up and connected in these streets to probably the most powerful street gang in the United States of America, the Bloods, then that's off the table now. Now we know for sure that she is. I mean, who knows already know. I mean, I've known, but some people are still in doubt. Like yesterday, my wife was like, what's a damu? What's a damu? And I started laughing because wifey didn't even know. My wife is not from the streets. She don't know nothing about that shit. So she called it a damu, and I had to tell her what a damu is and all that. Some people are saying Wack 100 himself talks too much because Cardi has never came out and said, I am bam bam, but now it seems like she is. Anyhow, street nigga turned police. Never needed you for no smoke. You the police. All mouth with no proof. When somebody tells you you all mouth with no proof, just fairy tales, that's kind of saying, man, you got old ass stories, that shit that happened from way before I even was born. I don't give a damn about all that shit. That's fairy tales to me. Do some real shit out here today. Prove to me today. Let me recognize your powers today. All you got is all mouth and no proof, just fairy tales. And hey, homie, let this be the last time we speak on this. That's like an adult telling a child, shut up and don't say anymore. Stop talking. This man, Offset, tells Jay Prince, let this be the last time we speak on this. And then, of course, Cardi B's comment. Cardi B says, never. Tell him show receipts. Tell Jay Prince to show receipts, she said. Tell him show receipts. he can't show no damn receipts. Let me tell you something, right? There's one thing about these females, especially Cardi B. Following her for all these years now, is one thing I know about her is she pull out them damn receipts. Nicki Minaj is the same way too. You go fuck around with these females and say something out the way, they about to pull some receipts out on you and shut you up. So if J Prince cannot show any receipts for all these things he claimed he squashed and all these things he settled on behalf of Offset or Cardi B, then straight up, you lying. But anyhow, Cardi B responded right after her husband did. Never. I ain't never needed him for shit. Offset said, never needed you for no smoke. You the police. and Cardi followed up and said, never. Tell him show receipts. Only people that was there was Wack and Big U. Wack and Big U are the two big homies. Them the two OGs that's got shit on Smash out in Cali. And you already know how the rest of that go. Remember, Nipsey was under Big U. That's his big homie. Wack 100, think about Blueface and all the others. Wack 100 is, y'all know who Wack 100 is. Anyways, why would he be called for anything involving Crips? Whole bunch of fairy tales is what Cardi B said again. So this is where I'm gathering that they went out west. It was some drama with the Crips. They bloods, and they had to call on some big homie Crips to handle that for them so they could go ahead and get money out west and get back home in one piece, right? There's a lot of politics in the game that a lot of us on the outside don't really understand. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I understand the whole thing. I know a little something about it, but I don't understand the whole thing. Could it be that J Prince is playing in a field or he's messing with a field that it's not his time? Things are different now. And he probably doesn't really understand how shit works now. It's kind of like my grandmother trying to use a smartphone. Grandma only, she accustomed to the phone that's rotary dial or the phone that you just press the numbers because it has actual buttons on it. And pop, 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 1, 2, 1, 1, like that. But she sees a flat screen phone that's touch screen, and she opens it up and it's got like 100 different apps on it, and she gets confused. It's kind of like J Prince is out of his league kind of thing, or out of his timing. Maybe this should be his son's beef, but he's gonna get out here and protect his son. And honestly, I think this could turn out really ugly. We're gonna wait and watch and see where this goes, and I'm sure we'll be doing more videos on this sometime soon, because if there's no sit down and there's no get together and face-to-face talk, then this right here, just know they not good with each other. And if they not good with each other, then when Cardi them go out to H-Town, which is J Prince's and Mob Ties and Rap-A-Lot Records turf, there could be some smoke, right? And when any of those who are represented by J Prince and the Prince family, or Mob Ties, or Rap-A-Lot, when they go out to ATL, or it could be some smoke out there too. So we'll wait to see where this goes. What you think about this one? Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. I'm out. Peace.